All right. Hello, everybody. How are we doing? How are we feeling? It's Tuesday. We are live. This is UKG. I'm Simon. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the live show. And today we are going to discuss about the goalkeeping situation at Manchester United. Yes, we do have a new goalkeeper. We do have 4 goalkeepers now, but a decision has to be made. Who stays, who goes. So, we've started a bit late today because I wanted to make sure that everything is working well. But Captain, poa sana. How are you doing? How are you feeling? It's good to see you. I know I haven't been around, but yesterday we were live. Today we are live and feeling much better, feeling more energetic and happy to start the show. So I'm seeing guys are still joining. We are live. We are live across all our platforms. We are live on Facebook. We are live on X. We are live on YouTube, as well as TikTok. So I'm seeing guys as started joining on TikTok. Still guys are trying to join in via other platforms, but let the discussion begin. So before we do that, let me just give a shout out. Of course, Bad Captain, thanks for joining. We have Muma, thanks for joining. Justin Sony, thanks for joining. And everyone who's joining, thank you very much. Karibuni sana. So today we are going to discuss about the goalkeeping situation at United. We know that Sane Lamens was signed and it was made official by the club, and he has done his first interview with United, and he looks excited. He seems that he wants to get going, but there is a bit of news that popped up today, I think in the afternoon, where now a decision has to be made whether he'll start, whether he'll be a second choice keeper. If he's a second choice keeper, who do we start? And it's a discussion that has pretty much taken up most of the space today, most of the news space today. We know that United are one of the biggest clubs, or if not the biggest. And whenever there is news, people will focus on that. So, as there was that discussion about who's going to start, who's going to be a second choice keeper, then some other news started popping up. I told you yesterday that with United, you have to expect some negative noise somewhere. Because it's usually used as a smoke screen, as well as it's used to get clicks, it's used to get impressions, it's used to get subscriptions going, and people reading blogs that they need to pay. So the news that came about was that Onana did go to the club when he came back for pre-season training and asked for a new contract. So despite him performing poorly, he asked for a new contract. Why did he ask for it? It's because every United player received a 25% wage cut for not qualifying for the Champions League. And it's part of the austerity measures and performance contracts that Ineos gave to the club players. So the fact that United did not qualify to the Champions League, automatically 25% wage deduction was done. So Onana was not happy with that. He still has 3 years left on his contract, and he was he was asking for a new contract. So this has been received negatively by, of course, United fans as well as other fans, because they're asking, why do you feel that you deserve a new contract and you're part of the reason why United are not in the Champions League? We know that Onana has been quite poor. He's been one of the worst goalkeepers in Europe. He's been touted as, or he's been named as the worst goalkeeper in recent United history, and we know, yes, it is true. He couldn't get hold of the ball, he couldn't save any shot on goal, and it is quite embarrassing, to be honest, to see Onana seeking for a new contract. Yes, of course, and as an employee, I would want to get more money. Players are employees. They are employed by the club. They are there as much as we want them to play and win trophies. They are also there to make a living. But do you really deserve to get a salary increment, and you're part of the reason why United did not qualify the Champions League. You're part of the reason why United finished 15th. That's insane. That's completely insane. That's crazy. And whoever advised him to do that, I don't know what they were smoking or drinking. Onana is the last player who should be asking for more money. He should be the last player who's asking for more money. And everyone got a 25% reduction. And then, of course, even if he was performing well, he was our best player. Like David De Gea was our player of the year for 3 years in a row. Still, he wouldn't get a new contract based off of the fact that he wants to earn more money. Because if he does, then Ineos are setting a precedence to other players that, if Onana can get an increment because of a 25% wage cut, then everyone else will line up and say, give us the money, give me the money, give me a better contract. My salary has been reduced. And remember, having performance-related metrics, performance-related incentives on contract is a good thing, and I like that Ineos came in and started having such discussions with players. And right now you have to earn the money. Yes, you might be paid around 150. We know Ineos are not giving out 200 plus contracts. You might get 150, 160, 180, but probably they'll chip in a couple of things. For example, if it's a goalkeeper, they can be told for X number of clean sheets, you'll get, let's say, £25,000. Or if you win the FA Cup, the whole team will get 20% of your salary as a bonus. You'll get a 20% bonus. So the incentives on a contract is a good thing, and it usually motivates players to play. In the hindsight, sometimes the incentivized contracts also cause issues, because you might have players who go in and start doing things on their own just because they want to get the money. They no longer play as a team. They want to get the money, so they start playing as a one-man team. So, for example, let's say Seshko has been given an incentive that if he scores 20 goals in a season, he will get, let's say, £20,000 as bonus. So you might find that he's in an opportunity to put in a cutback or a cross or a pass for an easy tap-in, but he decides to shoot. So it can work for or against, but the fact that Ineos said that if you guys don't qualify for Champions League, then we won't pay you the deserved salary, then that's okay with me. It means that now the whole team has to fight to get back to the Champions League. So having Onana go back to the club over the summer, and he was one of our worst goalkeepers. Actually, not one, he was the worst goalkeeper last season. Then it's completely unjustified, and he should feel a bit embarrassed going to ask for more money, and he's one of the reasons why we didn't get in the Champions League. So I'm seeing guys joining. Thanks for the comments that are coming in. Eddie, hi, how are you? How are you feeling? You're doing well? I'm seeing you. Thanks for commenting. You say that Onana is like Matasi, and I think he does these things intentionally. Who knows? Probably it's true. Probably it's true that he does these things intentionally. Probably he's like allegedly like Garnacho and his brother, who are betting against United, who are betting like how many shots Garnacho will have, how many shots Mazraoui will have when he played as a number 10, and have said allegedly. So if this is true, I always, as I usually say, and in fact I was telling my son yesterday that you see the way the sun rises and everyone knows that the sun has risen, it's the same way the truth usually comes out. Even if you close your curtains, you close yourself in a dark room, when the sun comes out, you'll have that feeling and you'll know that the sun has risen. So the truth will always surface. However much you try to hide it, the truth will always surface. So let's see whether that's the case. But if it is, then that's a huge embarrassment. So part of the discussion you're having today is who stays, who leaves. we now have 4 goalkeepers. I can't remember the last time Manchester United had 4 goalkeepers. We have Son Laments, we have Andre Onana, we have Alte Bayındır, and we have Tom Heaton. So who stays, who goes? We know that there are other transfer windows that are still open. Yesterday we said that the Spanish one, it's closing today. I think also the Italian one. We have the Turkish one that is going a bit longer. The Saudi one is going a bit longer. And we know that teams in Saudi Arabia are interested in Onana. We know that also Turkish clubs are interested in both Bayındır and Onana. So who knows, they might leave in the next week or so. So that's the discussion you're going to have, but let me read some of the comments before we start and you let me know. Eddie, you go on and say, I love how we have done business. Now we just need to focus on a CDM to pivot the midfield. Yes, Dimor, thanks for joining. You've joined the squad. Karibu to the UKG family. Yeah, so, yeah. It's a discussion we will mention at the latter stages of the show. Yeah, we do need a CDM. We need a CM. We need 2 midfielders, to be honest. We need 2 midfielders. Reason being, Casemiro is on his last year of the contract. Ugarte, if he doesn't perform, he's going to leave. We don't know what will happen to Kobe because he might refuse to sign a contract. And United might decide, let's cash in on him before we lose him on a free. So a lot of things might happen by the time we get to January or next summer. But we'll mention about the goalkeepers. Chariot, Study Plug, Karibu Sana, welcome back. It's good to see you. Onana is not good on reflexes and his weight tells more on that. Yes, I did watch an analysis video of Onana versus Son Laments, and it's quite clear. Onana is too heavy. He's not as agile. Yes, Son Laments has some issues with agility when it comes to corners and set pieces. He overly commits and he doesn't quite get to make a good decision when it comes to taking the crosses. So let's see whether he'll perform. But I have a lot of faith and trust in Son Laments. I know that he will perform. Martial Media, I believe it's the first time I'm seeing you on the chat. If it's your first time logging in or tuning in to UKG, welcome to the UKG family, welcome to the UKG community, and thank you very much for posting your first comment. Welcome. Onana is on a certain betting firm payslip. It's quite evident. You can't even explain some of this. True. How can you explain what Onana is doing? And I think Eddie has said it. If you are trying to look for reasons as to why Onana is performing poorly, who knows? Probably he might be on a betting farm. So, yeah, Eddie has kickstarted the discussion as well on the comment section. Also, let me know what you think. Heaton and Onana to leave. Heaton might stay, although not as a goalkeeper. Remember, he's part of the coaching team. He's part of the coaching squad. He helps out with the under-21s. He also helps out with the first team. And he's seen as a senior figure that provides guidance and support, especially to the young kids who are coming onto the first team, as well as new players who are joining the first team. So Heaton might stay on. He might not necessarily be a playing keeper, but he might stay on a player contract, like Johnny Evans. Johnny Evans, yes, we released him on a free, but he was retained by the club to be part of the academy. He's the one who's in charge of loans. So he's more like a loans officer, not a bank loans officer, but a sporting loans officer. So he looks at the players, he scouts clubs that the players can go to and fit and improve their game or grow their skills. So Heaton might also be absorbed by United as part of the coaching squad, if not as part of the sporting department, because Heaton is loved. Heaton is liked by everyone at the club, by the top hierarchy, the big bosses. He's also liked by Amorim and his coaches. So who knows, he might be absorbed as one of the goalkeeping coaches at United, because Heaton is quite experienced. He understands the club. He's been there for many years. He came back. So yeah, Onana, I have a feeling he will leave before all the transfer windows are closed. The Saudi guys might come in, offer him more money, he accepts. And remember, we have AFCON and the World Cup coming, so he can't keep staying on the bench at United. We don't have a lot of games. Yeah. Cheriot, you are saying we should let Onana go to the Middle East. I agree with you completely. And there he will make the money. And he will have an audience. Nowadays, the Saudi League is quite famous. With all the players going there, Cristiano Ronaldo has made the league quite famous. I also watch some games, especially when the big clubs, the big four clubs are playing. I do watch them, and they have good football. But unfortunately, I know I might get a lot of stick for saying this, but for some reason I feel that the clubs there are getting some advantage from referees. Yeah. So Jeff Ahmed, good to see you back. Yeah, you're back like you never left. It's good to see you back. I'm also back. Chariot, you're saying the CDM situation. I'm looking at Martinez contesting. Hold that thought. I hope this chat won't go away, but hold that thought about the midfield. But Martinez is also a good shout for the CDM. Yeah, so basically the discussion is who stays, who goes. We have 4 goalkeepers. As Eddie has said there, he would like Onana to leave and Heaton. Cheriot has also said that we should sell him to the clubs in the Middle East. But at the end of the day, it's all down to the player. Remember when Anthony, Sancho, Garnacho were like, yeah, all these clubs are coming for me, but I am eyeing a specific club. Anthony and Garnacho did get to go to the clubs they were dreaming to go to, but Sancho was stubborn. He didn't go to any of the clubs that he wanted to go to because he wanted to go to a club that will pay him a lot of money. So Onana is looking like the same. He's like Højlund. Højlund also didn't want to leave. And today some news came out saying that he wanted to stay because he felt that he's better than Šeško. But eventually he left to Napoli, which is a really good move for the player. Napoli is the best club for Højlund, and I'm sure a lot of fans will be saying that he needs to come back or we made a mistake. Personally, I believe we've made a mistake letting Højlund go. He needed more time. He needed to be in a better environment. And with the players we have as the 10s, Højlund definitely would have performed. And having his 3rd season, he would have been... he would have had better experience of the Premier League. And also he could have taken off a lot of pressure on Šeško. But also Šeško is a much better player compared to Højlund. In fact, Šeško, at the same age, he outscored all of the top Premier League strikers right now. So he's a top player. Yeah, so Onana might say, I don't want to go, I want to stay and fight. Most of the windows are being closed down. Then what happens? At the moment, the news are stating that Sanel Lamens will not be the starting keeper, he will be the second choice. So who is the first choice? We know that right now Amorim is sticking with Bayındır, and it's a clear statement that he doesn't want Onana to play. The fact that Onana, our first choice keeper, was given a Grimsby game, he was given a game against a League 2 side, that's a very big statement. If it was any other keeper, let's go to Liverpool. Imagine Alisson not playing in the league and you're playing him in the Carabao Cup. That's a big statement by the manager saying, you don't have a future here, you need to start leaving. And I think Onana didn't get the hit. And him seeing that Sanel Lamens is being signed, he still didn't get the hint. So if I was Onana's agent, I would have told him, hey, look, you haven't played any single game in the Premier League. The window is shutting in the next 24 hours. We need to move right now. Because remember, Cameroon also have some very good goalkeepers. The last time AFCON was there, Onana was dropped. I think his brother or cousin played. Or someone, I can't remember correctly. But he was dropped. AFCON is on its way. World Cup is on its way. He might be dropped entirely. And that will be the start of his downfall. So if I was Onana, I would say, hey, the message is clear, let me move. The same way Hoyland reacted. He was like, fine, I accept. You guys don't want me to play, let me move. And then he started talking to clubs and found that the Napoli project is far much better than him. There are teams like Aston Villa, Everton, West Ham wanted him, but he said, let me just go to Napoli where they have a much better project. And they're also playing in Europe. And he knows that the World Cup is coming. And if he performs there, then he'll be the starting striker for his country. So Onana also needs to take the hint as well. Yeah, so Bayındır seems like he will stay, although I don't see him staying for long. But Bayındır, I have a feeling that he needs a run of games. Remember, Bayındır came in, he didn't get a lot of games. So we can't really say that he has that experience to play for United for a long time. I wish he got chances like Onana. Because let's be honest, other than those mistakes he makes during set pieces, he's pretty solid. He's pretty solid. He's good at passing the ball. He's good at looking for chances. You remember that long pass he gave to Cunha, although it wasn't a goal. He has that eye to see runs. And from one of the tactic videos I was watching the other day about Amorim's system, is that Amorim usually wants a keeper or the center back to play long balls to the wing backs or to the two number 10s who usually pull wide. And we saw that Bayındır is doing that quite perfectly. He has that long range of pass. So Bayındır might stay simply because he does what Amorim wants, and he's good handling in terms of handling the ball. On the other side, yesterday I did mention that football is also moving away from goalkeepers that are good on their feet. They just get simple passes, play either to the left or to the right. But of course, now with Amorim's system, who knows, he needs both. Sané Lamens can do both. Sané Lamens is a young Courtois. Sané Lamens is good in terms of ball handling and passing out from the goal. If you go and watch how guys are tactically analyzing Sané Lamens, he has a lot of good things at the age of 23. And we know goalkeepers get to their prime at the age of 30. So we've got a good keeper. So Bayındır, in my opinion, I think he will stay. Onana is the one I think he will go. Heaton might be told, you hang around. Since it's a 1-year contract, you hang around. In case there is anything, let's say Onana has left for AFCON, Bayındır gets injured, or Sané Lamens get injured or suspended, then you Heaton can come in. So in my opinion, the likeliest to leave before all windows are closed is Onana. Or in the next window, it's Onana. I have a feeling that Onana will leave. Amorim, I don't think likes him. And it's a bit of a scandal because when the summer transfer window started, there were statements that Amorim assured Onana that he has a place in the team. All of a sudden, he's been dropped out. It's Bayındır who's playing. So, and I know all of you or a lot of you are agreeing with me that Onana should be like third on the list. Heaton is good. We saw him in preseason. He's experienced. He knows how to handle the ball. The only disadvantage with Heaton is, of course, with age and as well as not playing regularly, he will be a bit rusty. As well as he's not good in terms of passing the ball out of the back. Yeah. Rona254, you are saying, hello, how are you? Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm feeling much better. Of course, the sinuses are not yet settled, or how will I say it? Recently, I started developing allergies for any scent like perfumes. So if I stay close to someone who has a strong perfume, they start blocking. So I'm other than that, I'm doing well. It might be a reaction probably from the illness I had. So that's why it's like my nose or voice is not yet 100%. Big Shark, you're saying Kobe is going to sign the contract. I hope so. I haven't quite done research on this, but there is a game being played, and we'll talk about the midfield situation in the next bit. I just want to engage you guys. Let me know, who do you think should go? Who do you think should stay? Of course, Sané Lamens, we know, is 100% staying. He's a new keeper. But of the three, Bayındır, Onana, and Heaton, who would you like to see stay at the club? Who would you like to see leave? Yeah, let me know in the comment section. As I'm going through the comments, I'll read and highlight them. Ronnie Obuya, you're saying, Ronnie, I think it's also the first time I'm seeing you on our lives and also posting a comment. Karibu sana, welcome to the UKG community, welcome to the UKG family. And feel free to express yourself, post comments. I always try to appreciate you guys, read all the comments. And we are non-toxic, we are always objective, and we have good discussion. So, karibu sana, Ronnie. Yeah, you're saying Casemiro is very old, can no longer play 90 minutes. Yes, it seems you guys are pushing me to talk about the midfield situation. So I hope these chats won't go away, honestly, because we will come back to this. But yeah, Casemiro is past it. He's been on form. If we are honest, Casemiro has been on form the last 3 games. And you've noticed whenever Casemiro leaves the pitch, we struggle. Yeah, we struggle. And I'll repeat what I said yesterday. If you block out the media noise and actually have a naked eye view of the game, you'll see that Casemiro is performing well. And whenever he leaves the pitch, we struggle a lot. He can't play full 90, but whenever he's there, that man is having us playing solid football. Jeff, you're saying, I don't see Lamens starting soon. It will take time. Of course, it will take time. Reason being, we don't have a lot of games. Right now, we are playing 1 game per week till December, when it's usually busy. January is when we have now another competition in the FA Cup. So who knows? We might see some Lamens being given some games in the under 21, because it is allowed to have, I think, 3 or 4 senior players in the under 23s or under 21s, or in the Junior Premier League. Probably he'll get some games there for fitness. Who knows? Because he's 23. He's within the age limit. So probably he'll get some games there. Or he might even come in as a sub in some games. Let's say we are winning like 3-0, 4-0. He comes in and plays. Or we are losing. Or we are drawing. Amorim is a crazy one to understand. He can even sub a keeper. Cheriot, you are asking Jeff, what time yet he's an established goalkeeper? Yes, he is. He's had a really solid time at Club Brugge and also at Royal Antwerp. And across Europe, it's just that I forgot to get the graphic. Across Europe, he was number 1 in terms of saves. Across Europe. So it means he beat Donnarumma, he beat Alisson, he beat Ederson. He beat all those keepers to be number 1. He beat Thibaut Courtois. He beat all those keepers to be the number 1 keeper in terms of saves. And he's among the top keepers in terms of percentile for aerial balls claimed and all those things. It's just that I forgot to get that graphic. And I told you guys, nowadays I'm scared to open a browser because my computer usually crashes on me. So, yeah. He's an established keeper, but the Premier League is a different animal. It's a different animal. And we know the media as well. We know our fans. He might come in, concede 3 goals, and everyone is saying we made the wrong decision. We could have gone for Emi Martinez. So let's ease him in. Jeff Ahmed, you're saying next window we get rid of Bruno, Casemiro, Ugarte, and get Baleba, Stila, and Wharton. That might happen. There is a high possibility that our midfield will be completely different next summer. We know that currently the club is doing an overhaul of the whole squad. The front 3 is completely different. All the signings in the front 3 are in-your signings. Zaxi is an in-your signing. Sesko is an in-your signing. Mbumo and Cunha. All are in-your signings. The left back is an in-your signing. So by the time you are going to the second or third iteration of the rebuild, I'm sure they are going to sort out the midfield. Our defense right now, a lot of people are not talking about our defense, but we have to appreciate that the first iteration sorted out our defense. We have Lenioro, we have Edenheaven, we have Delict. All of them are in your signings. We've completed it with a goalkeeper now. So the rebuild is happening. Yes, I know that Rashford did say that for a rebuild to happen, it has to, or a transition to happen, it has to start. It started. You are part of it. That's why we got rid of you. So I'm very sure that starting January, because also in the news state, a lot of journalists are saying the same thing, that United's next priority starting in January is to sign a midfielder. We might sign one in January, and then we go for the rest in June, July, and August. So that's the next phase of the rebuild. And I posted on TikTok saying that we need to be patient. We need to be realistic, and we need to be smart. We didn't go for any midfielder that was available just for the sake of it, just because we need a CDM or we need a midfielder. We used to do that. We used to go for players just because we need one and one is available. For example, the old Glazers regime would have gone for Adrian Rabiot because he's available. They could have gone for any other player, but Ineos are being smart. So, yeah, the next window, I think these guys will leave. Coley, it's been a while. Yeah, it's been a while. What's up? I'm a Chelsea guy. Thanks for Garnacho. Yeah, Coley, karibu. Tell your Chelsea guys or fellow Chelsea fans, sina ubaya. I'm not a bad guy. You know me. You've been in my lives. I don't know why they are abusing me because I said you guys will sell Garnacho after 2 years. It doesn't have to be that that toxic. It's just my opinion. I can be wrong. I can be right. But we know currently Chelsea are using a player 1 or 2 seasons, then flipping him off for profit. As well as I didn't want to talk a lot about Garnacho, and I also said it yesterday. You've helped us a lot. That boy was trouble, and now he's your trouble. So Maresca needs to be very strict on him, because that boy is just trouble. He will ask his brother to bet against you. If he doesn't play, the brother will go online, start an agenda. He used to leak team news. You find that the lineup has been leaked 24 hours before the game. So I'm glad he's left. And you guys are lucky to get a good player, but the club needs to be very, very strict with Garnacho. But Coley, it's good to see you. Karibu sana. Yeah, as I said, the UKG family, the United Quaground family, community, we are a united, Manchester United fan base, but we welcome everyone. You see, this is a Chelsea fan, and he's a regular. We also have Faith, who's an Arsenal fan, a regular. So we don't lock out guys. We talk about everything. Mohammed, I'm doing well. It's good to see you. It's been a while. How are you doing, brother? I'm doing very well. Now I'm okay. I'm back. Big Shark, I won't highlight that. Next time put a star on the name. But I agree with you. Garnacho is not all that people think. And I keep saying that YouTube compilations lie to people. They will show you how good the player is. But every United fan will tell you how Garnacho was frustrating. He was really frustrating. One-on-ones, he doesn't score. He has a chance to give a simple pass, we score, he decides to shoot. And I said, the scandal has come out that he used to shoot because the betting one of the betting companies was asking him to shoot so that they get money. So, yeah, he dribbles a lot. He doesn't want to become a team player. He's proud. He's a good player. No doubt, Garnacho is a good player. And I hope that the fact that he's gone to Chelsea, that he will sit down, ask himself some questions while taking a cold drink and say, whatever I used to do at United, I won't do it again. Because if Garnacho doesn't perform at Chelsea, he'll be any other player who joins United, goes to another club, and his future just goes like that. You remember Adnan Januzaj, you remember Federico Makeda, all those players, they were top players when they were at United's academy. First team, they were good players, but all of them. You remember Memphis Depay, same. Came in, started performing, got proud. Now he's in Brazil, he's flopping. So Garnacho, I hope that Chelsea find a way to discipline him, to show him the way. And of course, if they decide to sell him, they'll make money and they'll give us part of it. So, yeah. Jeff Ahmed, you're saying that even Sheshko hasn't started any Premier League match. Yeah, of course. As I said, they are being eased in. Amorim is being clever, and I support it. The squad we have is good enough. And I said, as much as we complain he's not starting a striker, but I understand how he's doing it. I believe after the international break, we'll see Sheshko starting a lot of games. And the good thing is that a couple of players won't be going to internationals, so they'll have time to train. Franco Luambo, I think it's the first time you're also tuning in and commenting. Welcome to the UKG family. Welcome, feel at home, be part of the squad. So you're asking, do you think Licha can play the number 6 position just like Ten Hag used to play him at Ajax? Yes and no. Yes, because he has the ability to do so. No, because I'm a bit scared about his fitness. And right now, the Premier League is much faster. It's quite, let me say, physical. It's physical compared to when even Ten Hag was at United. If you watched the Liverpool versus Arsenal match, how many of those tackles would Martinez survive? As well as we know his temperament. He's a guy who goes for double-footed tackles. He's quite aggressive, and we know that the rules have also changed in the last 2 years. In fact, this year the rules are quite also very strict. So yes, he can play there. He's a good ball handler. He's aggressive, as I've said. But if we are going to play him there, then he needs to be careful. He needs to change part of his game. He needs to be careful not to go in for hard tackles, double-footed tackles, tackles from behind. We've seen right now that any tackle from behind, whether it's pulling a shirt, it's a sliding tackle, even if you win a ball and the player goes down, it's being called and it's being given a yellow. So he needs to work on his temperament, he needs to work on his tackling and his fitness. Because the midfield right now, you look at those games, you even look at the Newcastle-Liverpool game, you even look at the Everton midfield, how they are playing, the Fulham midfielders, you saw how they played against us. It's quite aggressive, it's quite fast. It's very, very fast. You lose the ball, within seconds, the guys are in on goal. So, yeah, he can play there, but I have some reservations when it comes to his fitness and when it comes to his tackling. Franco, you're also saying Onana should leave with immediate effect. I'm with you, brother. I'm absolutely with you. He should leave like yesterday. He needs to leave. United, we've had bad keepers, but Onana, sorry to say, but he's not a United keeper. We've given him a lot of time. No. He needs to leave. We didn't buy the same goalkeeper that was at Inter Milan is not the one we bought. Probably we bought his twin brother or something. That's not the same Onana. He came to United and I don't understand this thing he does, applying Vaseline on gloves. I saw somewhere that it's to do with the ball sticking to the gloves or something like that, but we can't have Onana going forward. If we want to improve, I agree with you there, Franco. Cheriot, you're replying to Jeff, you're saying a goalkeeper doesn't need any rhythm of the team to get in there, unlike the striker. I disagree with you. A goalkeeper needs to be in sync with the guys in front of him, and that's the defense. Sane Lamens hasn't played in this system. Sane Lamens hasn't played in an Amorim's 3-4-3 system. The goalkeeper has a huge part to play during build-up. So he needs rhythm. He needs to understand who he's playing with. And that's why you find that most coaches do not substitute their goalkeepers during the game. They'd rather substitute center-backs, but the goalkeeper stays. Because the goalkeeper is the only player on the pitch that is seeing everything that's happening on the pitch. He has a better view even than the coach. The coach only has one side. The goalkeeper has the whole pitch side. So he can see from his defense all the way to the other goal. He can be able to see patterns. He can be able to see players who are open. So the goalkeeper needs to be in rhythm. He needs to understand that, for example, if Ahmad is going to attack, who needs to cover the space? So that he starts calling out. He starts telling that player, cover that space. If he's seeing a forward roaming, he needs to call out. So Lamens hasn't played with these players, and some of them will be away on internationals. So I don't see him starting in the City game or Chelsea game. Probably against West Ham he will start. But a goalkeeper needs rhythm. He needs that rhythm. He needs to understand how to start the ball based on the system. He needs to understand if I'm kicking the ball, I'm just not kicking it for the sake of kicking it. When you see goalkeepers kicking the ball, I'm sure you've seen even when the ball goes to become a throw-in or out of play, they usually lift their hand up because it's part of the play. So they need to have that rhythm. So every player on the pitch needs to have that rhythm. Chariot, you are saying, I think it's good for Højlund to get some game time without pressure. He rediscover himself. Yes, and he's going to be coached by one of the best coaches in the world. That coach knows how to exploit talent. You saw what he did when he was at Chelsea. He came in, started a 3-4-3, and immediately won the league. He beat us 4-0. Yeah. So Antonio Conte will actually exploit him. You see what he has done with Scott McTominay. He took him and all of a sudden he's in the Ballon d'Or list. So Højlund will perform, no doubt. Unless something is broken with him, but Højlund will perform. And he was in Italy. He knows the league. It's not as fast-paced as the Premier League. So, yeah. United could have signed Martinez. Sane is a raw talent. I agree with you. We could have signed. The deal was also tied to Jadon Sancho, who said he doesn't want to go there permanently. It was a straight swap. In fact, there's a story that came out, was it last night or today morning, that Martinez is really annoyed that the deal didn't go through. He was actually sitting and waiting for a call for him to board the flight to come to Manchester, have his medical. He wanted to come to United because it was his dream move. So Martinez, yes, we could have gone for him, but you also need to understand that Martinez is Onana 2.0. He will give you good games here and there, and then there is a time he will completely let the ball down. He will just do a silly mistake, and then it's a goal. But we needed a Martinez. That's a player who will come in immediately and uplift the team. He's also a leader. He's an international player. He's won trophies with Argentina. He's won the World Cup. So James Simiu, thanks for following on TikTok. So yeah, I agree with you. Martinez is good. But if we look at Ineos's MO, Ineos's profile at the moment, they are going for young players. Remember that Ineos are not really focused on the now. They are focused on the future, the next 2-3 years. There is this project, they are saying, I don't remember the name, but it's winning the league in 2028 or by 2028. So if that's the case, then they wouldn't go for Martinez, who will be here probably for 2-3 years, then he leaves. And also remember that we have Radek Vitek, who's also a good player. He can come in and the competition is San Lamens is good. So Sane is not actually, we can't say he's really raw talent, but he's good. He has played a couple of games and he's good. And also I'm glad that he's not going for the international break with Belgium. He's not been called up. So we'll have at least 2 weeks to settle in the team. Haruna, welcome to the stream. You're saying it's good we have a goalkeeper. We shall see. I think he will play next. I don't see him playing against City. If he does, well and fine, but I don't think he will play against City. It's a long shot. It's a long shot. He needs time to settle in. It's a tough game. Let's see. But honestly, I don't see him playing against City and Chelsea. Probably West Ham. But let's see. Is Rasmus Højlund there? Rasmus Højlund left to Napoli. It was confirmed today morning. So that's a done deal. As well as Sancho to Aston Villa. And Anthony went to Betis and he was crying. I don't know why he was crying. And they were calling him the GOAT. Real Betis fans were saying Anthony is the GOAT. So if Anthony is the GOAT, what about players like Yamal? Well, the term GOAT is becoming misused. Bandia is also good in penalties. Yes, actually Bandia is really good. I actually thought that against Grimsby, when we got to 2-2, I thought that Amorim would make the sub, especially when we saw the game is going to penalties. I thought that he will make the substitution, but yet again, I think we had exhausted all our subs. But Bandia is good. I've just said that Bandia, I think, needs a run of games. There are players who just need a run of games and they start performing. You remember Anthony Martial? Anthony Martial was not good when he was coming in for one game, not playing 3 games. But when he got a consistent run of games, he was performing, he was scoring goals, he was giving assists, he was enjoying the game. So Bandia, I'm thinking, is that sort of player. He needs some time. Chariot, you are saying, bro, the media has also contributed more on our downfall. Players are being bashed all over. Yeah, and we said it yesterday. And I also posted a snippet of what I said yesterday on TikTok. I said that we don't care. We don't care whether it was a penalty or an own goal or... we don't care. We just want the 3 points. And I like what Amorim is insisting on the players. Leave social media. Leave it. In fact, I remember when Fergie was there and social media was starting, he told most of the players, don't go on social media. Right now, Amorim is telling players, leave your phones. When you're going to Carrington to start training, don't come with your phone. Leave it. Come train, go back, check your phone. During match days, he's telling players, don't come with your phone to the hotel. Leave it. Because players are being too distracted. Social media has become so big such that they are employing account managers to manage their accounts. So the media is playing a big role. And I said I'm posting a video regarding the media agenda against United. I'll post it on YouTube. So make sure you go there, you subscribe, have your notifications on so that when the video goes up, you get to watch it. There is a whole agenda. Manchester United won 3-2. City lost, Arsenal lost. But it's all about United. United this, United that. Oluoch, thanks for following on TikTok. It's all about United. United this, United that. In fact, pundits have now become body language experts. Arne Slot had a coaching board during the Arsenal game. Nothing was said about it. Amorim has a coaching board in the Grimsby game. It has become a meme. Jurgen Klopp never watched penalties. Whether it's in-game, whether it's a knockout stage, never watched penalties. Amorim does the same. Amorim is not fit to be a United manager. What? How come standards are different? So I agree with you there, Chariot. And everyone knows. In fact, even rival fans know. If you want to get followers, just tweet something about United. There is this account, of course we know that he's a Kenyan. It's called Wellbeast. He's a massive Arsenal fan. Go to his page on X. He doesn't fail to mention United per day. He has to mention United in one of his tweets every day. And you look at his tweets for Arsenal and the tweets he mentions United, he gets more impression and more likes and more comments on a United tweet compared to an Arsenal tweet. United stand. They are the biggest YouTube page for United fan page. They have like 2.1 million subscribers. The guy, Mark Goldridge, is not even a United fan. He's a Nottingham Forest. Is it Nottingham or something fan? He's not a United fan. The other day I saw him saying that Ineos are worse than the Glazers. I'm like, what do you mean? So, in fact, even you guys, if you want your page to grow, just post negative stuff about United. If I wanted UKG to grow the rate that those pages are growing, I start talking negative about United. So I agree with you. The media has contributed more on the downfall of players. We as fans as well. San Elamens, when he was confirmed, when we got a here we go, we had United fans posting failed compilations of the player. Your player, you're already slugging him. A new player. You're making him look bad to your rival fans. I don't know. I don't know what will save us, to be honest. Personally, I've decided to block out all negativity. I read those tweets, sometimes I just laugh. The other day I asked someone, they posted a tweet about Areola. Because Bournemouth beat Liverpool, he was saying that is the manager we need to go for. Then I took a screenshot of last season, games between March and May. And I think he went on he lost out of 10 matches, he only won 1. So I asked him, now when Areola gets the same run of results, will you start pivoting another manager? Just because Bournemouth beat Liverpool, all of a sudden is better than Amorim. And now when Amorim is not winning, you are pivoting him. When Areola comes in, he loses 9 matches or he drops points in 9 matches out of 10. You'll start now saying, bring back Ole or bring back Mourinho. Or you see the next manager and say, or you see Glasner has beaten Arsenal and you say, that's my next manager. Come on. The media is just toying with us. Just imagine Arteta was a United manager getting second every year. He would have been sacked a long time ago. And I like that Ineos are not listening to that noise. J. John, I think it's also your first time tuning in and also joining the chat. Karibu sana. Welcome to the UKG family. You're asking what of Vitek. Vitek is on loan. Trying to remember the name of the club. So Vitek is on loan. He's already performing well. He had a very good game last weekend or this past weekend. And he's being pushed to be a first team goalkeeper. My prediction is that we'll see Vitek as a United first team keeper next season. He might not be first, but he might be second. I'm seeing him as a second keeper. So Vitek is a really, really good option for us. He has every little bit of aspect like Edwin van der Sar. So he's on loan. He's performing well. Yeah. Let's see whether we get more good performances from him. Haruna, you're saying Onana to go. Yeah, Onana needs to leave. Mayor Oluoch. Almost butchered your name. Mayor Oluoch, you're saying Onana and Bayındır out, Heaton and Lamens in. Exactly. But we need three keepers. We need 3 keepers. Because you can't get 1 injury and 1 suspension. So, Onana now, I agree with you. Onana and Bayındır need to leave. I'm saying Onana now, Bayındır probably in January or next summer when we get another keeper. Heaton, I don't see him leaving. I've said he's well liked, he's well loved at the club, and they see him as a senior player who's helping out, and he's also part of the coaching squad. Onana will most probably go. That is Martial Media. You're saying Onana will probably go. Heaton, just as you've mentioned, he'll be retained like Evans. Yeah, exactly. Heaton is going to stay. And I think when he's released from his playing contract, he'll just stay at the club. Jeff, you're saying next window, get rid of Bruno Casemiro. Ugarte get Baleba still and Wharton. I think I read that previously. Yeah. So now in terms of the midfield, now let's talk about the midfield. Casemiro is gone. We know that it is his last year of the contract. Definitely, when it comes to June 30th, we will release him. Ugarte, the club is giving him some time. Amorim still believes he can come good. Because Ugarte currently is being seen as Casemiro's replacement when it comes to sub. So Ugarte needs to perform, otherwise he's also gone in the summer. And I've mentioned about the cycles, the rebuild cycles, that we started with our defense, we've gone to our forwards, come back to defense in terms of goalkeeper. Now the next phase will be midfield, and it will be the wingers. So we started with defense, we went to strikers or forwards, we went to goalkeeper. The next one will be fullbacks and midfielders, because Amorim did want a right back, but unfortunately Neos were like, yeah, we have other priorities. So Bruno, I'm seeing that this is his last season at United. United will want to cash in and bring in, as you've said, Baleba, Steeler or Wharton. So I'm seeing United bringing in two midfielders. My prediction is that Bruno will be sold, because United might want to cash in while he's still in his prime. Also, they might decide to retain him. They might decide to retain him and get two other midfielders. So who knows? But most people I'm following, in terms of the journalists, they are predicting that Bruno might leave next summer. Cheriot, you are saying Wharton is, for me, is good. I agree. Mount is injured. Yes, Jeff. Mount is injured. He had an injury. He played with it for 30 minutes. Then they took him off at halftime just as a precaution. Niche fan, thanks for liking the stream. Thank you. I think it's your first time as well commenting, tuning in. So thank you, or liking, basically. Thank you very much. Jeff, you're also saying Mazraoui has the discipline to play CDM. Yes, he does, but I prefer Mazraoui to play as a wing back. When Mazraoui comes back, I would rather have Ahmad on the bench and play Mazraoui there, because Mazraoui is a really good option when it comes to fullback. Nish fan, you're asking, please can you rate my all-time 11? 4-3-3, Buffon, Nuno Mendes, Maldini, Silva, Hakimi, Baleba, Seedorf, Messi, Osimhen, Dembele, Isak, CR7. How many players are those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You have 12 players in your starting 11. You have 12 players, man. Take out one, then I rate it. But I will ask a couple of questions, because there are some players there that I think you need to add onto that squad, especially in midfield. Yeah. Moses, you're saying Manchester United could have left Collier. He was a very good midfielder. Yes, he was, and I was a bit shocked when he went out on loan. But the feeling I had when I saw that Collier is going out on loan is that probably United wanted to bring in another midfielder. So they wanted to create space. So that's the feeling I have, that Collier went out on loan probably because they were expecting to sign a midfielder. Remember that they went for Baleba the same time Collier was going out on loan. And then Brighton were like, no, we are not selling him. So, yeah, that's the case. James Simiu, welcome to the UKG family. You're officially part of the UKG family. Karibu sana, as well as Oluwatch. And Moses, thanks for reminding me. Vitek is in Bristol City. Yes, he's in Bristol City. I watched a couple of the highlights. I usually watch highlights, and he played well. He had a really good save. It was a certain goal, and he actually saved it. It has a lot of reflexes. He reminded me of David De Gea when he was really good at United. So yeah, and that's it for today. I don't know whether you guys have any other comments. 50KC, thanks for joining the UKG squad. Karibu sana. We've had a couple of followers today on TikTok. Also, make sure you go to our YouTube channel, you hit that subscribe button, you like the stream, as well as you share it. It helps us grow that part of the community as well. So, any other last comments, questions before we end the stream? So 50KC reacts, you're saying, just started Manchester United channels and your page was recommended. GGMU. That's it. That's the good stuff. And 50KC, you've just made my night. Honestly, you've just made my night. I feel encouraged. I feel encouraged. Honestly, I feel encouraged. This is like the third time I'm starting a United fan page. The first 2 times it didn't go well, but I said, let me not give up. In fact, I had a chat with my girlfriend and she was like, hey, you used to do this. Why not keep doing it? You are passionate. Yeah. And 50KC, you've gifted us. You've sent a hat. Oh my. And you've sent 10 more, 20 total, 21. Thank you. Thank you. Honestly, thank you. I have no words to express what I'm feeling right now. Thanks for the support, and to everyone also who's a regular, who joins, who tunes in, who been patient with me. Of course, I've made mistakes until we settled, but thanks. Honestly, thank you. I don't know how to appreciate this. I'm not used to receiving gifts even in real life, but seeing all this, and you've also sent a finger heart. Oh, man, 50KC, God bless you. God bless you. Honestly, you've just joined, followed, and you've gifted the channel. Man, thanks. Thanks a lot. Thanks. I truly appreciate it. Thanks. And you saying, hope to get lots of insight from you and learn. Yeah, I'm also learning from you guys. I also learn from you. We have good discussions. You see me, I agree at times with comments, I disagree, but it doesn't mean I'm always right. Guys, when you see me disagree with you, I'm not always right. I don't know. I'm not the gospel truth. I'll be wrong, I'll be right. We discuss via chat. So 50KC, you are a legend. You're a legend. And you guys need to give claps to 50KC. Honestly, post some claps on the comment section. Please. 50KC Reacts has just gifted us mad gifts. He's given us 1 heart, me, on TikTok. Sent 10 more coins. Sent 10 more in terms of roses. And sent 20 in terms of finger hearts. Man, we need to appreciate. Come on, guys. Help me appreciate 50KC Reacts. Come on. Let's post some claps, some wins on the chat. Come on. Help me appreciate 50KC Reacts. Honestly, you're a blessing, man. You're a blessing. Wherever you are, may God bless you. And you're saying, lol, when Real United fan comes, you will receive gifts. I hope so. I hope they keep coming, and I hope to keep you on the chat, on the stream, on the live. And my day has just been made. 50KC also saying it's United's passion. Yeah. Yesterday I gave a story about how I started supporting United as a young kid. And I've been brought up in a United family. My mom, my dad are United fans. But unfortunately, my sis and my bro are Chelsea fans. So Chelsea is like my second EPL team. Yeah. So 50 reacts. Thanks. Salute to you. Salute to you. El Madrigal, you're saying, I heard Lamens will not feature against Man City, but is expected to return for that. I think the comment is slashed. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't expect him to play against City. I also don't expect him to play against Chelsea. Probably West Ham. Yeah, Mayor Watch, thanks. Thanks for helping me appreciate 50KC reacts. 100%. 100%. A true legend. Yeah, El Madrigal as well. Saying thumbs up. Moses, yes. Yeah, we are appreciating each other. As I said, we are a non-toxic, united community. And we welcome everyone, whether you're a rival fan, whether you're a United fan, you're welcome. Let's talk about United. Yeah. Then you're saying, El Madrigal, you're saying, we'll support you, brother. Thank you. Honestly, you guys keep me going. Like, after we had our first ground debate on Tuesday last week, I started feeling quite sick. Remember, before that, I wasn't 100% during the streams, but especially after the Grimsby game and I did the recorded reaction, I really, really got sick. In fact, that Thursday, I was down. So the entire weekend, I was completely off. It was even a struggle to watch the United game on Saturday. But, well, God is great. God is good. Started feeling better yesterday, and I was able to come on live, and we did our first transfer deadline live, and it was amazing, and it was good to see you guys there for me, and also right now you're here for me. So thanks for your support. You guys keep me going. You keep me encouraged, keep me motivated to keep doing this. So salute to you, legends. Salute to the UKG community. Let's continue building the community and share the streams. If you're on YouTube, I'm seeing Franco there. I'm seeing Niche Fan. Let's share the stream. Let's invite more guys to come in. Even when the stream ends on TikTok, it doesn't have like a history of the streams. But go on YouTube, subscribe, share the stream, like it, post a comment, help us grow there as well. Facebook, we finally got the chance to go live on X as well. Unfortunately, I can't get comments from X. In fact, let me just check as I'm saying that. I don't get to see comments on X, but everyone who's followed us on X, I say thank you. I say salute to you. I really, really appreciate you. And of course, let's keep the family growing. Let's keep the UKG family non-toxic as well. For the regulars here, you've seen me be a bit strict with guys who are becoming toxic. So for the 4 or 5 guys who are watching on X, thank you. I'll try as much as possible to also get your comments come on here so that I highlight them. So yeah, Haruna, you're appreciating 50KC reacts. El Madrigal, you're saying, can you open the WhatsApp group for Man United, brother? Yes, I will open it, but I need moderators. Honestly, I need moderators. I can't handle everything on my own. So if you're willing to become a moderator, let me know. I need guys to become moderators. Also help me post news, reliable news, of course. As you've seen me, I try to do my research and come to you with reliable stuff. So yeah, we'll start a WhatsApp group and I'll share it. So make sure you follow our socials, Facebook, X, Instagram as well. We'll post the WhatsApp group there. Rona, you're saying hello. I'm back, bro. Shida ni network huku, but it's okay now. Yeah. Don't worry. Don't feel bad. In case you've missed a lot, 50KC Reacts has gifted us mad. He's just come on, followed, and gifted us mad. So, yeah. You know what, Rona? After we end the stream, go on the Red App YouTube and rewatch the stream. Of course, it will be there. TikTok has a way of getting rid of it. So 50KC Reacts, you're saying, what's up with Manchester United not contesting the Grimsby thing? I don't want them to contest. It's embarrassing if we contest. Even if we won via penalties, it was already embarrassing to go through. And the funny thing is, the ineligible player is a Kenyan player. Is a Kenyan basically. Odur, I think. Yeah. So honestly, let it go. let it go. It will be embarrassing for us to go and appeal, so that it will look desperate on us. And you're saying here that he's the one that missed. Yeah, he missed the penalty. So it will be very, very it will be a bad look on us. Imagine as it is the way the media was on our backs when we lost to them, and then we go back and appeal. Let me tell you, you're giving the media what they want. So let's just let it go. The same way we were beaten 4-0 by MK Dons, everyone forgot. So even this one, guys will forget. And we seem to forget that any team can beat United. In fact, even Gor Mahia can beat United. So, yeah, it's not that we are weak or anything like that. It's just that it's the game. It's a win, lose, or draw. It was a draw. We lost on penalties. Even if we won, it would have been an embarrassing win. So, yeah, let's just let it go. Yeah, you're saying that's true, and then you're saying it's not getting hype. Imagine if it was the other way around. The media will eat up Manchester United for that. Yes, exactly, 100%. If United played an ineligible player, the media, in fact, guys will be like, Manchester United need to be banned. They need to be docked points in the Premier League. Let me give you an example. Imagine if Manchester United was in City's scenario with the 115 charges. Just imagine that. Manchester United have 115 charges for the last, I think, 6 years or 5 years. That case would have been closed long ago. Someone told me a while back, and I actually checked it out, that there was a time Manchester United was being discussed in the parliament. Their parliament, they were discussing about United. And he told me, okay, go now and research whether you'll find any other club. Okay, Chelsea were discussed because of the Abramovich issue. But other than those two, no other club is discussed in the parliament. So United is a big deal. I remember there was a time I heard someone saying, or some people saying, that it's the Queen's Club. So if United had the 115 charges on them, the media would have killed us. El Madrigal, you're saying what I heard from, is it Simon Jacobs or Ben Jacobs? Is that Lamens is not the first choice. Why didn't you sign Martinez? Well, I said the first thing is the Martinez deal was tied on Sancho. They wanted to do a straight swap. Sancho said, I don't want to go there permanently. The other thing is Ineos are targeting young players for the future. Martinez was the now, and Ineos, and I don't see them going for such kind of players. You look at the signings they've made, the oldest player we've signed is 26 years old. The rest are 24, 23, 25. So those are the two reasons why Ineos didn't go for Martinez. Martinez was just being placed as a as an option in case an Elements is not done, because Royal Antwerp were becoming difficult. They wanted more money for him. Remember that Galatasaray were in for him and some other unmentioned clubs from the Premier League. Also, Aston Villa went in for him when they had that United pivoting Martinez. So Royal Antwerp were just playing hardball, the negotiation game, the highest bidder game. So I'm sad we didn't get Martinez, but I'm happy we got Lamens, because Lamens can play for us for 15 years. He's 23. So he can play for us until he's 35. Let's say 12 years. Or he can push to 38 or 40 like Edwin van der Sar. He can be here for long. And as I said, not every signing is guaranteed to be a hit, and not every signing is guaranteed to be a flop. For example, Liverpool have gone for Ekitike. They've gone for Isak. It's not a guarantee that Isak will be a hit. No. It's not guaranteed. They signed Florian Wirtz. It seems like it's not working. He's a bit struggling, but yet again, he's new to the league. Probably in the next few games, he'll be there, up there. So not every signing is a hit, not every signing is a miss. Yeah, so that's the way it is. Yeah, I would have gone for Martinez, but based on what Ineos are doing, I don't see us buying old players. Yeah, even Darwin was a flop. Yeah, for that price, he was a flop. And we didn't hear the media say anything about it. Yeah, so the last few comments, then we end the stream. Collier, I see that you're asking about Garnacho to Chelsea. I think I've said all I can say about Garnacho. I've said all I can say. There is nothing more to be said. And I'm scared of your fellow Chelsea fans. They are very abusive, honestly. The verbal abuse I've gotten from Chelsea fans just because of that TikTok. And I said yesterday, and I've just said today, that Chelsea is my second team in the EPL. Let me reserve my comments on that. I've said enough. 50KC also responding to him. I don't know why the chat is not coming here on the plugin. I think it's a good one. Let him go. The only thing is the price. I'm not really into that price thing. I posted on X that it's a good price considering that United didn't want him and there was no bidding war. So if it's a player that United didn't want to sell, for example, the way Isak was or Mbumo, the price could have been higher, as well as if we had a bidding war and the player was open to going to any of those clubs, then the price will have gone higher. In fact, Chelsea were offering 25 million, but we said 40 million or nothing. And we have a sell-on clause. You have a sell-on clause. So if they sell him for 100 or they sell him for 75, we'll get some money. The other thing, we bought Garnacho for like, how much? We bought Garnacho on the cheap when he was, I think, 18 or 17 or something. Let me just check. So 40 million is still profit. It's pure profit. Yeah. So, yeah, we could have wanted 60, but the player said that he he only wanted Chelsea, and that made things difficult. Yeah. Let me see. Garnacho transfer fee. So yeah, we bought him on the cheap. Yeah, we signed him during COVID, that is September 2020, and we paid £400,000. £400,000 on him. So getting 40 for him is good profit. It's a really good profit. So if you do watu wa mathematic, guys who do mathematics, so that's what percent? 10%. 110% basically. It's pure profit. It's good money. So The price thing, I'm saying, for a player we didn't want to sell, 40 is good with a sell-on clause. You're also saying if Madueke can go for 52, Granada should be 60. Yeah, I agree with you. In fact, it should have been 65 minimum. We get like 55 or 60 and then 5 in add-ons. But the player made it difficult. He also leaked that news about him being told that he better pray to get a club. So getting 40 million for a player we don't want, it's still good money. Madueke was what Chelsea are doing quite well is Chelsea are giving long-term contracts, like 7-year contracts. So when you amortize that fee, whether it's in terms of PSR or in terms of sales, you definitely have to pay the premium. Because if a player has like 5 years left on their contract, you have to pay for it. You have to pay for it. Chelsea are very, very clever in their business. They are giving out 6-year contracts, 7-year contracts. So when you amortize that, when you split that, and when it comes to PSR, it's good. When it's coming to sales, the way the transfer fee works, it's just not a random value. It's not a club coming up and saying, we want 100 million. No, there are calculations that are done. For example, how many years are left on his contract? Are there any loyalty bonuses? Are there any agent fees? Are there any third-party fees? For example, let's say when Elanga went to Newcastle, there was a sell-on clause for United. So the club will add money to cover that sell-on clause so that they can get their profit, and then the other, it goes to the club. There are also endorsement deals tied to it. So the transfer fee is not a random figure that a club just wakes up and says, we'll sell the player for 60 million. It's like Mbumo. The reason as to why you saw United reluctant to pay the 85 or 75 they wanted is because they said, hey, look, he only has 1 year left plus one, an option to extend. So it's 2 years. So we can't pay 75. We paid 63 for Casemiro and he was in his last year of the contract. That was poor business. Casemiro could have been around 30 million. So there are a lot of calculations that go into selling a player. Madueke had, I think, 4 years left on his contract. So of course he'll be sold for that amount. Garnacho is young and has talent. Yeah, he has talent, but he needs to change his ways. I've already mentioned that. He needs to change his ways. Koli, thanks for following. You've been with us, but you've decided to follow us. So karibu sana to the squad. Moses, you're saying that's Casemiro's salary. Yeah, Casemiro is on high wages. Right now that Sancho has left, Rashford has left, I think the highest earner is Casemiro, followed by Bruno. Those are our highest earners at the moment. RL Petochi, thanks for coming in and tuning in and commenting. You're saying Glasner owns Liverpool. I have nothing to say. So thanks a lot for everyone who's tuned in. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all the new followers, all the comments. Let me go through them again. We had Bad Captain, who was our first chatter of the day. Eddie as well. Eddie's always a good man. I think you told us yesterday that the mic wasn't working. Thanks for that. Cheriot is back. Good to see you. Martial Media, I think it's the first time I'm seeing you. If not, I'm sorry. But welcome either way. We have Dimore, who followed us. Karibu to the UKG family. Jeff Ahmed, the usual, the legend. Jeff usually has some very good comments. We had Rona, good to see you. Big Shaq. We had Ronnie Obuya. Then we had Coley, the Chelsea fan. Welcome to the UKG family. Mohammed, a regular, always good to see you. Then we had Franco, first time I think chatting on this platform. Welcome, karibu to the UKG family. Then we had Who else? Haruna as well. I've seen you a couple of times. We had J. John. I think it's the first time I'm seeing you. Karibu to the UKG family. Olwoch as well. Followed us as well. Karibu to the UKG squad. Then we had Moses. Karibu. It's good to see you. You are also active yesterday. Such a legend. We have Niche Fan. First time as well. And I asked you to remove one player and let me rate your squad. You haven't. But this squad is good. This squad is pretty good. The midfield, instead of Baleba, probably we could have gone for someone like, say, like Yaya Toure, Javi Alonso, Javi. Who else? Yeah, there are a couple of players instead of Baleba. Yeah, but your squad is still, I'd rate it 6.5 out of 10. Yeah, then we had James Mew following us. Welcome to the UKG family. 50KC, the legend, coming in big, gifting us, following us, gifting us, getting to know the channel. It was recommended. Thank you, TikTok, for recommending. And 50KC reacts, you're saying you just started, is it following Manchester United channels or you started your own? Let me know. If you have your own, let me know. Then we can have the UKG family coming in and supporting your channel as well. So, yeah, welcome to the UKG family. I think we can now have you as captain. But I know some guys will complain. El Madrigal, yeah, you're always there. A big supporter of the channel. Then we have Rona 254 as well, a big supporter of the channel. Who else am I missing out? Yeah, Moses, you're saying scrolls to that squad. Of course. Yeah, Casey reacts as, is it a TikTok channel, YouTube channel, or you're on all platforms? So his Casey Reacts TV. I'll also make sure I give you a follow. So in case you have some time, not in case you have some time, let's go and support him. Let's go and give him much love, much support. I'll look for you. Let me know, 50KC. Are you on just on TikTok? Or are you also on YouTube? Let me know so that after this I go and check those channels out. You're laughing. Yeah. Of course, you'll be captain. There's a hierarchy. I know there are guys who, when they see this stream after this, they'll come and tell me, "Hey, Simon, you can't just give someone captains because they gave you gifts." So I agree with you. You can't be captain. We have Netro Savage Gamer. We have Kevin Mwangi. Those are some of the people that are up there. Or do we start, let's say, a lineup, a UKG lineup? We have a board of, we have like ranking. We can start ranking. So we have the top fans. And then the first 11 will go to our starting 11 board. That's a good idea. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, you're saying thank you, guys. Yeah, so 50KC Reacts is saying he's on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. So you just started 30 days ago. Keep going. I started mine in June. So that's how long? June, July, August. So let's say 90 days. Thereabout. So keep going. It's not easy. Trust me. As I said, this is my third time trying. Sorry, and right now it's performing much better than the first 2 times. So keep going. We'll give you support. Make sure, guys, you also go and give 50KC Reacts a follow. And who knows, we might be doing joint shows with you. We might be doing joint shows with you. 50KC Reacts and Simon of UKG. I'm Simon, by the way, for those guys who don't know my name. I'm Simon. Yeah, so, let's see whether we can. Yeah, you talk about United. Yeah, yes, not easy. Yes, exactly. I see guys criticizing streamers. I've also been criticized. I've seen guys criticizing other streamers, whether it's mobile gaming streamers, video game streamers, and all that. But I can tell you, streaming is not for the weak-hearted. Like last week, you remember, all our system crashed on us. We had to go live twice. We had audio issues. We couldn't hear one of our guests. So it's not easy, especially like when you're doing production and directing at the same time. You're also reading comments. It's not easy. It's not easy. Yeah, thank you, UKG. Thank you to you as well, 50KC. And now you have to stop. 50KC, you have to stop. Please. No more. Please, no more. You've gifted enough, brother. Or sister. I don't know whether you're a brother or sister, but let me use brother. That's enough for today. Please, no more. No more. Yeah. So, we've extended quite a bit. It's usually an hour, but we've done an hour and 33 minutes. I have to go get some dinner or supper. I also need to check whether the kiddos have done their homework. So, yeah, thanks. Much love for everyone who's joined in via X, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. Thanks very much. And as you see, the guys on TikTok, we are on 2971 out of 3,000 followers. We have to hit that target. I believe in you. I trust in you. On YouTube, let me see how many we have subscribers. Still stuck on 72. No rush. We'll get to 100 soon. So, see you until next time. God bless. Cheers and good night. Love you. Bye-bye.